I'm going to try this again. It just sucks trying to use a phone to make a video. Anyway, primitive fire making. Key to success is having everything ahead of time. Okay, you're going to have some tinder there. You're going to have some thinner tinder, stuff that'll catch up easier. Some shredded up wood bark, so that you can make a bird's nest. This bird's nest here is what's going to catch what you're going to put your ember in to start your initial flame. You are going to be carving on some wood. You're going to want to save that. For the wood, what I'm going to be using is a piece of cottonwood. Okay, and what I've done ahead of time is I've flattened that surface out to make it nice and flat, and I've chamfered the underside of it. Okay, next you want to dig a round hole there, and you want to do it about 1.5 times the width of your spindle. Okay, so I've got a spindle here from the edge. I'm about 1.5 times in as my hole. Alright, for the spindle I'm going to be using the center stalk of a yucca bloom. This is what the natives used. It's really soft, creates a lot of dust, a lot of heat, quick. And then of course for standard paracord on a bent piece of cottonwood that was green when I got it. And for the bearing block here, I just used a ball peen hammer and flattened out a dime and epoxied it into a piece of wood that I dug a hole into. Alright, this way it'll last a long time. It creates a smooth surface for least amount of friction. When you're preparing your spindle, you want a pointed end on top. Okay, that pointed end gives it a minimal point here for contact, less friction. You want your bottom end rounded. That's the part that's going to go into the hole. That's going to create the more friction in the dust. You don't want your paracord to be tight. You want it to be just tight enough to wrap around and keep a snug hold on your spindle, but not super tight. Okay, now in order to keep this short, I'm going to be pausing a little bit. Okay, for the next step, what you're going to have to do after you dig out your little hole there, you're going to have to do what they call a burn-in. And when you're doing a burn-in, all you're doing is making the diameter of your little dugout hole the same as the end of your spindle. So you're going to get your foot on there. You're going to apply a little bit of pressure, not too much though. Just a little bit. And you're going to go until you start getting some smoke. Okay, so we got some smoke going. We're successfully burned in. By burning in, what you're doing is you're mating the two. You're making the holes the same. Alright? Pause. Okay, next order of business is you're going to have to notch. You want to get partially into your burn, not too far though, because you're going to need a place for your embers, your ashes to catch, okay? Otherwise you're just going to spread around the top and they're not going to get enough friction to actually create an ember. If you don't go far enough in, then you know, it's better to go little and then carve a little bit more if you have to. So start out with just barely going into the burn like that. If you go too far, here's what's going to happen. It's going to blow out and you're going to burn off to the side. Okay, so only go a little bit. You don't want your notch too wide because it'll help you get a blowout. You don't want it too narrow either though. So now we got the notch. Pausing. Okay, you're also going to need an arc. An arc can be a leaf, it can be a flat piece of wood, it can be a little thin stone, whatever. It's just going to need something to catch for the ember to sit on while you bring it over to your bird's nest that you made earlier. I'm going to use a cotton ball. And the reason I'm going to use a cotton ball is because if I manage to successfully get an ember, the cotton ball will also turn into an ember and allow your ember to last longer. Pausing. Okay, so you're just going to set down your arc there, and you're just going to put your knot, set it right on top. Okay, you're going to get your stick ready, get your bow, get your point up inside your bearing block, down inside your notch, and you're going to go. You don't stop as soon as you see smoke because you want a lot of smoke, okay? So remember, not too much pressure, but just enough to keep it inside there. It's the speed that's going to generate the heat. Just keep going, keep going. When you first see smoke, it ain't your sign to stop. It's just barely starting to heat up. You want smoke pouring out of there. Pouring out. Okay? Something similar to that. Now let's see if we were successful here. Okay, so I pull my stone off. I got smoke. Don't blow on it or you'll lose it. Use your hand and wave it. As you can see, I got an ember now. I put it in a cotton ball because now the cotton ball will turn into an ember as well. So, as you can see, we have as an ember. So I'm going to carry that over to my bird's nest. And I'm just going to set it down inside there. Now let's see if I can set this down and get this or not. Alright, so now the cotton ball's starting to catch, so I'm getting a bigger ember. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down inside my bird's nest there, and I'm going to close it up just a little bit, and I'm going to blow on it. Now the stuff inside the cotton ball, now the stuff inside starting to catch up. I may have picked some bad wood here. Get some of this thinner stuff in here. Lighter weight wood. Wow. I don't think I've ever had this much problems. Of course, I'm trying to make a video, so, you know, nothing can go smooth. There you go. So you start adding your little pieces of wood on top. Your skinnier stuff first so it can catch easier. And there you have it. Remember to start small, or all you do is work against yourself. As the flame grows, you can add your thicker pieces. And voila, there you have it. I made fire!